Welcome, Domaniacs, for a spooky edition of Check It Out. And this week, we're going to look at all the stuff I've been getting from Spirit Halloween. So I know it's not even really the start of October yet, but I've kind of been harassing our local Spirit Halloween on a weekly basis from the second they open their doors to the public, just to kind of get the things that I wanted. You know, sometimes stores get in low stock. So if you see anything on this video and it's not in your local store, it might already be gone, but definitely ask. I know they're doing some different things with shipping this year, so it never hurts to ask, but also their website's got a lot of stuff. Spirit Halloween's website has some exclusives this year, some pretty neat stuff. We're going to look at a couple things that I bought online as well, but let's get into it on this special spooky episode of Check It Out, where we're only looking at Spirit Halloween pickups. This hoodie did not come from Spirit Halloween, but they didn't sponsor this episode, so I don't mind throwing out that I picked this up elsewhere. It's crazy all the Friday the 13th stuff we're finding nowadays. Now that the Miller Cunningham lawsuit's over, I thought it was just going to be Jason Universe branded stuff, but I was absolutely wrong. And I picked this up recently. I don't know if I'm allowed to say the W word, but it was at the local Walmart, and I don't mind wearing it because it came in big guy size, and I'm really comfortable in this motherfucker. Let's go. All right, so first up, before we get to the actual spooky stuff, we need to have a legitimate honorable mention section for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Okay, I bought these things from Spirit Halloween. One I bought from the website, the other I bought in store the other day. And this first thing I bought was definitely on the website. We'll get up a close-up of this now. So this is a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers belt buckle with 6 changeable coins. They work by magnets, and you can put anyone that you feel like dressing up as that day. One belt to rule them all, if you will. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers belt buckle. It's even got the Green Ranger. It's got the Dragon coin on there, so you can be the Green Ranger if you want. I usually dress up as the Red Ranger. It's a thing with my friends, which leads me to my next thing. But yeah, this was something I had to buy immediately. This is very cool. This is like my 4th Power Morpher, if you will, and I don't care. This one, I guess you can wear all of them, but either way. The other Mighty Morphin Power Rangers item that I bought was this badass sword. My buddy who's the manager there said, hey, we got some Power Ranger stuff, and they got Blue Ranger Lance, and the lance actually like comes apart. I'm gonna open this right here. Comes apart or separates or can be done as one piece, so you can have it as a lance or 2 spokes, which is pretty cool. But this Red Ranger sword is going to be great for my cosplay, because we like to do the unmorphed Rangers, but I think it would be real neat to have the sword as I'm like sloppily doing that. But anyway, yeah, so that's very cool. This is a very cool item. It's got some detail. I missed the Lightning Edition one that Hasbro put out a couple years ago, so this will be a good replacement. I also like that it's lightweight. I know a lot of the collectible stuff is like super heavy. My Dragon Dagger up there on the shelf is very heavy, so it's really nice to have a lightweight Power Ranger sword. That being said, moving into the completely horror related items now. So I got a couple of shirts. My boy Jason. I like this one. Very nice design. I have a lot of dark clothes, but the black on red looks good. So, you know, it's Jason Voorhees, y'all. That one's very nice. And then this one, I don't know. I always like a mix of comedy and horror. And this definitely, it was a laugher, but it's pretty grotesque because it's got Jason's face from part 8, but it also says, you know, Jason Voorhees, most likely to kill it, like a high school superlative. I think that's great. It makes me laugh. I've had a couple people out in public say that that's funny, so, you know, cool shirt from Spirit Halloween. I've got some more things in that bag. Oh, this over here. This is possibly the very first thing I bought this year. I got some blind box pins, which I guess I should have shown off too, but that selection changes every time I'm in the store, so I doubt you'll actually find the ones that I'm showing off. But this here, we've got this Friday the 13th, The Game, purple and blue axe. Now, this is specifically from the more recent Gun Media Ilphonic Friday the 13th, The Game. They had a retro Jason skin. This is meant to go with that. They had a full costume that you can buy. It's a jumpsuit. For some reason, it had a name tag that said Jason, so I passed on it. That was a little silly. But what I did buy, separate from the costume, is like the deluxe edition retro Jason mask. This is how it comes packed on the wall. It's a Spirit Halloween exclusive, but it is also branded with Friday the 13th, the game, as is the axe. Right here on the hill, it's got the little thing. I'll show that close up. And then this, it's got the Friday the 13th, the stamp on the inside. It's just the blue-purple mask. It's literally the mask. It's got the chevrons on it. I've seen some people complaining about it online. But who complains? We're getting Jason stuff again, dude. We're getting Jason stuff in force. I spent way too much money at Spirit Halloween, and I don't even care, man. So we got this Jason mask from Friday the 13th, the game, to go with the axe, which is a great set. I'm going to display this somehow, somewhere in my room. I love it, so that's great. I've got the figure as well. Now, another mask that I got, and this is something that I never in my wildest dreams thought that I would own physically, outside of maybe somebody doing an Etsy, but and I know those tend to get expensive, so that's why I hadn't thought about doing it. But here we have an official Friday the 13th, the game, Tom Savini Jason mask. This is so cool. If you know anything about Friday the 13th, the game, you know there was a lot of bullshit about the Tom Savini edition Jason. You only got it as a pre-order, and they were real serious about that pre-order status. And there were some leaks, they sold it online for 2 minutes or something like that. All I know is I didn't have Tom Savini. I've got the artwork signed by Tom Savini, and I've got this mask, which I might also get signed by Tom Savini at a convention or something in the future. Very cool. Branded Friday the 13th, the game. I like that they're doing this. Gives me hope that we're getting that other game. I know they're talking about it, but talk is cheap, so I don't believe anything until I've got it in my hands. This I have in my hands. Now, one final thing that I have this week is very cool. I talked earlier how it was crazy to get some final Friday the 13th branded stuff. This is the actual Jason universe. It's got the tag on it and everything, but it's also with Spirit. The other stuff was Friday the 13th. I don't know how that works, but this is a really cool hockey jersey. Now, I've got a Jason hockey jersey, and Rachel tried to stop me from buying this one. But this one, it's Jason Universe. It's the new Jason. It's the new stuff. I'm down to support my J-Man, so I wanted to buy this new jersey. I can't wait to wear this in public. It looks a lot like the other one, but it is different, so that's cool. It's all about celebrating the legacy that is Jason Voorhees, be it Friday the 13th, Jason Universe, or I guess that's really the only legal stuff that there is out there. So this has been my Spirit Halloween haul. I'm not going to get too winded on it. I look forward to buying more stuff. There's all sorts of cool stuff. I just remembered I left a Camp Crystal Lake mug out in Rachel's car, but she's at work. I'm off today, so that's another thing I bought. There's a lot of little stuff here and there that you never think of. Go check out Spirit Halloween. They're doing stuff for the kids this year. This is not a sponsored video. This is just me being spooky during spooky season. So thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time. Don't forget to stay spooky out there. Josh out.